Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. We're going to break down Bitcoin. We're going to have a blast. I know you can't see me right now. Don't worry. We're going to do it right now. We're going to start that intro. We're going to get into it. God bless each and every one of you. Let's get it in, baby. Let's get it in. I love you all. Bam. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Hope you have yourself a cup of lemon water. Hope you're starting your morning off right on this beautiful Saturday, September 16th, 9:48 a.m. Let's get the party started. Let's get that music back up and running. Shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Song just ended right as we did that. So a new song begins. Perfectly in line, like we had a DJ flipping the script. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Shout out to ITrust Capital. Best place to get your Roth IRA today. Want to transfer your funds over tax-free? Get that ITrust Capital Roth IRA. They will have the way to do it. Call them. They can move your IRA right on in to ITrust Capital. Right off the day, I don't want to waste your time. I want to start off with this double bottom. It's an Adam and Eve, though. It's clear as day in Adam and Eve. These break to the upside many times. I would be highly surprised if this doesn't go back up to 7611. It's a very high-risk meme coin. The daily does suggest that it has more gas to the upside. Your 4 hours a little overbought. You'd be looking for some type of flag here, possibly back to the upside, maybe one more breakout. Look for it to flag out with the 21-day moving average and touch price action. And it looks to me like we could nail this flag to the upside. I'll put an alert on that. Waiting for the setup before the setup even begins. I have it projected. Projecting is how you will win. You will see things before they happen. So what I do is I project 30 things a day. The next day, only 10 of them happen, so I don't have to look at the other 20. You get it? Projection also helps you focus your balance and focus your where you're looking at, because you won't have to spend time looking where you don't need to be. So this is an Adam and Eve double bottom on ladies. Something's going on here. They said there was rug pulled or something, and they found out it was possibly run by a U.S. agency. Some pretty strange business went on behind this. You can Google that and research it yourself. But my ladies, I'd look for the breakout and the possible retest of this area, or if it comes back down, one of these two key areas of support as well, right here. As you see, resistance, and a little resistance there too, okay? However, we'd like to see it stay above this POC, hold that level, and begin to move to the upside. You can also just not trade it till it gets back. Like, you know, if it drops down here, you just wait. Once it gets back above the POC, you wait for a retest or a flag, and you trade it. The point of control is a key area to wait for price action to get back above in order to claim it for gains, baby, for gains. So that's something that I talk about a lot on the channel. Let's break down our fast Bitcoin update for you. I just didn't want to waste time and show you something that's possibly ready to rock and do it for free. And imagine if this is how much you get for free, how much would you get if you even just decided to jump on in? So let's take a look here. The 1 hour time frame curving with a nice move here. 1, 2, 3, sporting a higher low. Did lose the POC, but did not go all the way back down to the value area low there or into this big chunk of liquidity. We've hit it here, we've hit it there, so we've kind of eaten there. You know, as long as Bitcoin can stay above 26,300, that's the key area, right? We were battling, and now we're battling 26.6. Look, boom, boom, we double topped. We fell to the downside. I opened the long last night. People thought I was insane. Most people would have. I thought I was too. You know, but why did we open the long? Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Because price action was getting back above the 200 SMA, and we got a big bump too. I opened the long right here kind of aggressively. I should have waited for this candle to close. right? But right here was a good thing, though, because I wasn't as late. Then it came back down. Boom. Long's about a little under break even right now, sitting, right, on a low liquidity Saturday. Do you guys see what's starting to form, though? Do you see the symmetrical? Right when I woke up, I saw it. Do you also see, look, the shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder? I see these things immediately. Like, I saw these in a nanosecond. I glanced at the chart like this, looked away. I could do this. And I saw, my mom made the pattern. Your mind will work, like, honestly, I believe if you do TA, you'll use more of your brain. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'd like to study that. I'd like them to hook us up to neurotransmitters and see guys that are doing technical analysis on a daily basis and see if it's doing something to their brain. I guarantee it is. I would put money down that if you do technical analysis, it keeps your brain sharp. Because you're doing math, you're doing idea, you know, you're drawing. You're having fun too. You're being creative. Like, there's so much to it. That's why I truly love it. I feel like I'm an artist, you know. I started being an artist, and TA is just a part of my art. I look like a nerd in glasses, and people look at me just like a chart guy. But to me, at the end of the day, this is my art, baby. And yeah, so I mean, this is a cup with a handle. This would be a cup, and this could make another cup. And 2 cups is also bullish. And we're starting to make this look. I mean, if I extend this, who would argue that this is a bit of a an ascending triangle beginning to form here for Bitcoin? All right. When I bring in more liquidity, we got, you know, let's see here. Yeah, we're at a high volume node there. We've moved, and we talked about breaking above POCs, right? Once you get above a point of control, and look, even if you didn't use the VRVP, erase it. You could have seen, like, okay, resistance, broke up, resistance, wicked, bounce area, resistance. I mean, even a beginner, I feel like, can find 25,890, 25,9 as the resistance. And like, we brought it up a little more, but it was like 25,930. You remember that? And I kept saying, like, can we get back above this level, right? We ended up retesting 2850, and that was a key area of support for a move to the upside, all right? And this thing just continued till we got back to 26.8, okay? And the 8s, isn't that funny? From 25.8 to 26.8, all about the 8s. And the 8s were even looked at on BOOKMAP, if you remember correctly. We're going to load up BOOKMAP for you too as well. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I love my Saturday morning people. They're the most dedicated people in the space. Shout out to Mr. Kennedy B. Happy Saturday, folks. Enjoy the weekend. And remember to take some time away for the charts and enjoy the day. Shout out to Crypto Bear Baker. Shout out to Miguel Colores. Shout out to Zeissman46. Shout out to Savage Trades, my man. Shout out to Kiko, the Crypto Fish. We love you, brother. Shout out to FUD Expert in the house. Shout out to Rin Tin Tin. All right. Much love and peace, man. Good morning, Sam. Thanks for the stream and everything you do. God bless you, brother. Shout out to Patrick Leishman. Shout out to Crypto Bear Baker. Shout out to Crypto Father of 3. Shout out to Cody Macklin and V James. The morning crew, man, is the most dedicated. They'll be the richest. The people that come to the morning show. Oh yeah, for sure. More than likely. Most disciplined for sure. Which, you know. Shout out to Ernest Lee for the constant love, support. God bless you, Ernest Lee. And let's talk about Decrypt tax right now, today. Why not? Let's throw a hat in the ring there. Decrypt. Let me go to I gotta find my email. Or maybe you could spell it out. It won't come out. I can copy paste it though. But you're welcome to put it into the chat if you want. It probably won't come out as a link. Write the word .com, like DOTCOM. You know what I mean? So literally write DOT.com. But I'll look at it and I'll put it out there. I just use so much of my brain, but I want to throw out your website. We got to get the, you know, I guess you got to do it right though. I got to do it first to get the link done and the affiliation. Maybe I got to wait. I don't know. 27. I just want to put in good faith though. But my man is going to be my man Ernest Lee is an awesome tax attorney. All right, and he can hook you up with your taxes with crypto. Get them done in the proper way. You know, exactly pick what you're doing, what's going on. So, decrypted.tax. All right. 27,000. I'm going to have a link in the description below, all right, in the next couple days. And we're going to be able to give you a discount. So, hold off, you know. But we're going to give you a discount. He'll probably ask you, actually. Let's put it out there. He'll ask you. He'll say, are you in the, you know. I mean, most people will know through me anyway, right? So, Decrypted. And actually, I had it. I was pretty sure it was decrypted.tax. Yep. That's the chain. One baby sounds that loud. So crazy. But let's check out decrypted.tax for a quick second here. Cryptocurrency and DeFi tax preparation and consulting. We utilize cutting-edge tax compliance and data collection software to save you time while minimizing your state, local, and federal tax liabilities, complying with all of your U.S. tax reporting requirements. And, it's simple. I know the man. Book now. Click it, and, big or small, he's got you. And there's different levels to how many transactions you've done, what you need. And even if you just need consulting, you're lost, there's things you don't understand. He's also an attorney. So remember, there's that client, attorney privilege there that you don't get anywhere else. So it's an amazing relationship that you could develop with Ernest. I find it absolutely beautiful. I feel freer now that he's in my corner, and I'm being able to use him for many of my tax purposes. I began to buy a building. He already created the LLC for me instantly. I asked him about it. I said, man, we're closing on Friday. I know we just started working together by Tuesday. I asked him Wednesday night. He had prepared the LLC beautifully. He had spent hours on it, taking so much into account, things that could have maybe hurt me that I never would have known, that another lawyer that wasn't looking at my best interest may never have written into the contract. So I'm telling you right now, already blown away by the man, his professionalism, his energy, his vibe, and also what he's already done for me. So again, I'm done shilling my buddy because I know we're getting back to Bitcoin, but Ernest is the man. And I just want to talk about my buddy Ernest, man. God bless you. Thank you for everything, man. Also, in good faith, he just did a lot, man. And again, a lot of that's our professional business, but he's amazing. He's amazing. So the 1 hour time frame wants to move to the upside here. Also, we're seeing that there's lack of bearish momentum on the MACD. This suggests we could get the break. We have the low, we have a high, we have a higher low. We're creating a slight mini macro uptrend here that could start to get us to the upside. Key area of support right there too at 24,480 seems to have held 490, 24.5 really so far. All right. Now we break this trend line. We continue further to the downside. There's a chance this is a bit of an M double top, and we're just kind of middling around here before we break down to the 200 SMA. So it's not all good and dandy. I'm open-minded to anything that could happen. Watch this easy line. If you break this and we bearishly retest, it's going to be a pretty easy short down to 26,200. All right. Again, we'll take a look at BOOKMAP. BOOKMAP also has liquidity right down to that same low area, 2660, 26,100 is where we have a big bar of liquidity, which is interesting, right? That's exactly where my level is. So whoever, these whales trade on support and resistance. And there's one more big order here at 27,000, but not as strong as the lower level. So, at the end of the day, BOOKMAP is picking that we do go lower, but there's still a substantial amount, 732 Bitcoin opposed to 891. There's still a good amount of Bitcoin up there at 27,000. Could we go reach for the stars one more time? So, with low liquidity on a weekend, I guess I'm a little more bearish than bullish because we need a push and usually don't get the push in the weekends that you're looking for. But I'm just going on technicals here. Can the 4 hour time frame stay above the 200 SMA? And that's really all I want. Like, can the 4 hour stay above the 200 SMA? Can we continue to kind of plow to the upside here? Once we flip it back below, my trade idea is nullified and void, and we have to kind of start back from scratch again. 4 hour is oversold, wants to get that bounce. 1 hour likely the same, but look at our 15-minute getting to that overbought region. Last time it was there, we had a nasty dump to the downside. And so you can see the bearishness. Here comes the Stokes. It comes up, makes a high. Comes down, comes up again, but can't even clear that. Drops down, but the main high was here. When we come back down, we come back up again, and look, we go sideways. That as much as I just looked at bullishness on the 1 hour and the 4 hour, that could easily, that's like a symmetrical triangle there, that could easily break us to the downside and begin the downfall. 15-minute is a little overbought. 7 indecisiveness, so it's interesting, and we could still break out of this. So look, key level, you want to see the 15-minute get back above 26.6, and that's also the POC. That's a big deal, 26.6. So what do I see for the day? What's the play for the day? Well, I'm long, and I'm telling you, I'm just long because we've held this level. We're holding it tight, but the second we fall below this and we break 26,480 rail, 475, I'm gonna pull out of my long, So And I'm watching to see that price action stays above the 200 SMA on the 4-hour time frame. It's very, very important. One thing we haven't, just dispelled too is the fact that we have a swing up movement here on the price action with a downward movement here on the RSI in conjunction with the MACD about to turn and the stochastics turning. That's called hidden bullish divergence. Boom. If the 3-day can close a candle above the 200 SMA, we are likely going to get another big move to the upside as well. Shout out to Crypto Bear Baker. Shout out to Crypto Muser Farms. Shout out to Love Learning. Shout out to all my awesome people that have been with me since day one, man. Shout out to Crypto, my man. Shout out to my brother Nikolai, bro. This dude right here, my buddy, man. When I had the channel at like 1,000 people, he was like, yo, you're going to go places. This channel's going to blow up, man. And I was like, really? I'm just, and he's like, dude, I'm telling you right now, you keep doing what you're doing, man. He's like, no one's doing it like you. And, I had people in my corner when I just started, and I can't believe how far we've come now. God bless you, man. My brother from another mother, man. And now I get to see my people on the channel. Like so many people in my life have become part of my crypto community. And so many more people will. As crypto becomes more and more mass adoption, they're going to grow into our community. Isn't that amazing? Say a quick prayer. Yeah, what was it? Dear Lord, can we say a quick prayer for our man Jason Casper as a unit, all of us together? Put our minds here. Moment of silence. Well, he didn't die, so I usually don't. But dear Lord, please help our buddy Jason. You never know why these things happen to people. He's so resilient and beautiful, and his message about being closer to God might even resonate stronger than, and that actually might build him up bigger to another level. His ability to forgive at the present moment immediately and say that he forgave and actually gave love and hope God blesses whoever stole his money. Like, he is on a higher plane and he's on a good frequency. And, it's going to reset him for whatever reason. And, there's a good chance that something good does happen out of it. So, God, please help Jason. May somehow, some way, may he make it out of this, and may I pray it doesn't happen to anyone else we know. And and again, let's bring that back to let's show my link down at the end of my video, and show my business. Keep yourself on a hardware wallet, man. If Jason was on my live stream and he was listening to me daily, which I know he doesn't get a chance to, and I'm not, and God bless him. But what I mean is, I put my stuff on a hardware wallet. Like, I love my family. I take my life seriously. Like, everything, and again, anything can happen still, but like, I take my life seriously. You do what you have to do. Please get yourself a hardware wallet today. Don't play games. You know what I mean? Do not play games, please. All right? If you love what you have, if you care about what you got, get yourself a hardware wallet today. It'll be amazing, okay? You'll feel secure. You'll have your, and nothing else I can say about that, but and I have good vibes and good feelings for him, so if anyone can bounce back, or who will bounce back immediately, it's him, Shout out to Big Beans, man. I mean, it's $700,000 and he has 3 kids. So to me, that's a lot of money, man. So I'm praying for the fact that, he's not stressed out. And, when a man's stressed, sometimes it stresses the family, right? So let's pray for the fact of his well-being of his family. And Big Beans, I can pray for anything that I like, man. With the green, man, come on, keep it positive, my brother. Yeah, he's a good dude from what I see. Ayo. I will be moving most of what I have to my cold wallet after what happened to Jason. Where do I store all the coins that you cannot put in the usual cold wallets? I store my Casper in Zelcore. I mean, Casper has a Tangem wallet. You can use Tangem right here. So, get your Tangem wallet today. Update on Terra, please. That's a good idea. Looks like it could be the coin for the week. So 1 hour pretty flat. If Bitcoin takes a tumble, most coins will. You have to remember that. Plus low liquidity weekends, we'll all get, a little bit of a move. But it's still in the cup and handle. Still gains a possible 42%, right? It's hanging on to this bounce area there. If it loses that level, it will probably go lower to the next support zone at about 0.046897. I have my health, food on the table, roof over my head, and a good family. That's all you need to pray for. Amen, Big Beans. Amen. Wow, that looks good on the 3-day. Terra, right? Yeah, I like the 3-day a lot on it too. It just got a golden cross. It could slip a little lower to the 786, but I mean, it's starting to get ready again for one of its, since, you know, in the 2-day looks like it could blast too. So waiting on the 4 hour to reset a little bit more, you know, pretty good spot, and seeing what the 1 hour does here if it goes up and down. A beautiful move for Tara, right? Is just key up this left resistance here. 1, 2, 3, little bit of a struggle there, and we get above that level, you're looking pretty good. You know what I mean? You're looking really good for a nice move further to this next high and then possibly to the target. So the retest of 52852 is a beautiful thing. And how I look at that is I just put a line here, I slap a right click on that, I put an alert. I'm going to wait for that to happen. If you can't afford the trading group, you're struggling, you know, or you think you're struggling, but you're not. We're going to get you to a mindset where you won't be struggling with. You keep watching us. You're going to realize that struggling was just a figment of your imagination. The devil wanted you to feel like you were struggling, but God gave you everything you needed every day. So can we get an update on CELR? That's been a long time. Shout out to Tori, man. God bless you, Tori. Been a long time subscriber. Loves his CELR, baby. And remember the 4 Ds, the desire to do what you want to do with your life, the dedication to keep doing it, the discipline to do it even when you don't feel well, even when things aren't going perfect. You discipline yourself, you do it, and the determination to keep going no matter what happens. Some things will happen, like what happened to Jason. And honestly, I hope it never happens to me. Knock on wood all over pray to God every single morning and day and stay grateful for everything that I have and be truly watchful of everything that I'm doing. And but you never know, right? You never know. So 100%, just be careful. Always be careful, all right? And then, if you do buy things on MEXC for 0 spot maker and taker fees, which we absolutely love MEXC for, sign up to MEXC today. It'll blow your mind. It's an amazing place to trade. If you haven't signed up to MEXC, use my link today. It does hook up the lifer, so it's a great way to give back to the channel if you've been watching. And if you're going to be part of the community, you might as well jump into ours. You know what I mean? And I'm sure there'll be more things coming our way too, to the community as well. We will do an update for Casper in 1 more second, and then I'm gonna have to jump on out of here for the day. These are just quick updates because I love y'all and it's the weekend. Master can help me check SXP, long time 1 hour 2 MA on my toast. By the way, thanks a lot for Bitcoin short yesterday. I have so much respect for you. Gambit, God bless you, man. Hope you're having a wonderful time, my friend. Yeah, Casper's about to do what we call price discovery, right? So let's take a look at Casper. Don't forget that Adam and Eve double bottom. Those things are pretty awesome. Yeah, so we got into price discovery. We got to 4984. We're sitting basically almost at the previous high. This is it right here. We are so close. The 4 hour still has momentum to the upside. However, the 1 hour starting to kind of pan out. We could kind of put it in something like this now and begin to watch it. It's starting to form, you know, the old ascending, almost a symmetrical triangle, but it, you know, it's got some ascending triangle vibes, but it's like a hybrid. But it, you know, now it has to be somewhat of a symmetrical just because, but it's not a perfect symmetrical. It has vibes of being an ascending. Let's take a look at the 15 minutes. Sometimes you can match these up a little closer, but yeah, and it's getting tighter and tighter in the zone with tight moving averages, right? And oversold. That's a shoulder, almost head and a shoulder. Inside here is its own smaller ascending triangle. You see? Boom, boom. Which has another measured move to the upside. It gets above this node. I mean, it can get into price discovery. So I'm personally riding this right now because it may get into price disco and move. If not, it'll just kind of fall around and then we'll get a time to short. So I like what I'm seeing for it. The 3 days is getting ready, halfway through its move, and it's showing us that there could be more. So I did have to get back into Casper with my tail between my legs, but it is what it is. All right, just could put the profits back in too. So in a way, you know, when I bought back in for 15 grand, 8, 7 of those grand really was Casper money in a way. So it ended up works out over time, right? So when you join the 99 trading group, you receive the Life Revision trading course for $60, right? We take off $40 for the trading group, all right? Pray for whatever you want with zero care to whatever boat, oh my gosh. I don't want to stop. Yeah, amen though. Amen. Yeah. Any man can pray for whatever they feel is needed and necessary in their life. So tight moving averages, I just removed the 50 and the 80 just for kind of clarity recently. But we stay above this high volume node, we can continue to the value area high. You know, we break the node, we start to drop. You see price action at 466, something like that. It's likely we're kind of double topping here. All right. So there's a chance this is getting somewhat of an M&M, you know, an M pattern that could break down to this 200 SMA, and we can gap through this area. So it's all depending, and if you know, but if you get us a spike up, so I would watch today. We're going to know in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 hours really what we're going to be doing. We're going to get rejected or we're going to make a breakout. Also, if Bitcoin takes a tumble, likely to follow. If Bitcoin stays sideways, this thing could do its own thing. And if Bitcoin pumps, this thing could pump with Bitcoin and or do its own thing. So the worst thing you want to see is Bitcoin taking a tumble. It can affect all the altcoins. I try to tell all my students that and people, all right? And, yeah. So Caspa, that's just your Caspa update. That measured move would take you to 5.8, okay? And I'm pretty heavy in Caspa right now, right, on MEXC. You can buy Caspa on MEXC. You go to spot here. I have it in my favorites, which you can do by just hitting the star once you find the coin that you like. Then you go to your favorites and you hit CAS, right? And just to show you guys, I'm not someone who likes to BS. There's $15,678. Yesterday I put in $15,000, so I made $678 last night swing trading this. I'm not going to take the profit just yet, but I may if I see there's an issue here, and I'll close that out and reinvest the money back into Caspa when I feel we'll get, you know. There's still a chance I get my lower prices and we're double topping here. I'm still open-minded the fact that this could be a double top and we could continue back down to my lower area prices and resume the trend. I'm always open-minded here. You know, what if it becomes a really big ascending triangle kind of or something, you know, over time, you know, I don't know. But I'm just looking at these ideas. Now, it's a little far-fetched since we did a nice bounce and there's still momentum on the 3-day, but you never know. All right, 4-day also just getting started. Last time we saw that, I mean, it was a big run to the upside. Also, the miners are coming in, more information. This is also a giant, you know, if I go to my old routine and I stick to it, and that's the key about having an old routine, it'll always draw you back in when you get a little far away from yourself. Start trading too many ideas, start watching too many videos. You're like, what did I always do? What did they used to call me? They used to call me Sammy Cup and Handy, and this tells me that this thing is going to the moon. To 7 cents. Imagine if we hit 7 cents and I have that money in there, man, we are going to make a boatload of money. So, okay, at the end of the day, we are watching Bitcoin, all right? And we're watching to make sure that it stays above this 200 SMA, right? If you're trading futures, I add the 200 SMA just by going up here to FX, typing in MA, moving average, and then once it's there, go to the settings bar, slap in 200, right? Style it to yellow, the color yellow, and then you're ready to rock above the 200 SMA to the upside. All right. Infamous Sammy Cup and Handy. So anyway, there's your updates for the day for BTC. One last thing I want to show you that I'm cooking with is that symmetrical triangle. So we'll go to another, we'll go to a random. And so we're starting to get this, you know, we're seeing something like this begin to brew. Bitcoin's going to have to pick a move here soon and, you know, find out which way it wants to go. You could even put this in as a bigger symmetrical triangle, which I'm looking at on the 4-hour time frame. That was really what I initially saw. And I know if we can stay above the 200 SMA, the 50 will keep coming for it, and we will get what's called a golden cross. These will get tight, and we could get an explosive move for Bitcoin to the upside here, all the way to about 27.5. It could happen pretty fast. It would be a lot of liquidations. Ever since we've dropped from this level, you have to remember when you have a smooth move, stop loss, stop loss, stop loss, stop loss, stop loss. There's always tons of stop losses in here all the way back to this resistance. There is a lot of liquidity to short. This double top will get more people to think it's time to short. They'll get them in if they don't have the right indicators. There's a good chance here we get a beautiful short squeeze to the upside. Even BOOKMAP suggests that 27,000 could happen pretty fast. It's actually the closer liquidity, even though we're pretty balanced. Again, it's balanced on a weekend with lower volume, so it's no guarantees. But I just want to be keen to show you this idea here and why I'm more bullish on Bitcoin than bearish for the present moment in time. If we break below this yellow line, the 200 SMA, like in the next hour, anytime, it's over. This thing gets negated, and we're likely going to start testing some other levels. So just be careful, pay attention, and one last thing I want to show you is Bitcoin on the USD all-time history index. All right, and when we look at that on the daily time frame, or even the weekly, and we zoom out to our 3-day chart, and you'll see that like we have key areas of supply and demand that are being really obviously being shown to us that are strong. So like that is your like supply, right? Like mad money wants to buy in there. Then you got demand. And you got a lot of demand here. It was just a lot of demand for Bitcoin. And then you have some supply, like where people will likely sell off a little bit. So demand, supply zone. I mean, usually the demand likes to go where? To the supply, right? So just remember that. And this is a giant double bottom. So for all the people that are just, I know there's a lot of people that watch a bunch of different YouTubers, and I'm sure there's a bunch of bears in your head. I'm not a bear nor a bull, all right? So I'm not trying to tell you either one. I'm just showing you technical analysis that other people miss because I'm a detail-orientated person that likes to get it as detailed as possible, down to the way I dress. Look at the swing to the swing down. Look at the swing to the swing up. This is what's called a hidden bullish divergence. So far, it's playing out the way it's supposed to. That green candle is not a surprise to me because we are supposed to get an impulse move whenever these is an upswing and this is in a downtrend, and we have low stochastics with MACDs about to cross. I mean, this is showing signs that there's about to be an explosive move for Bitcoin, probably right through this gap to 29,000. It tells me that we're likely going to 29,000 a lot faster than I think people realize. We went up pretty fast here, down pretty fast there, up really fast, down really fast. Usually you can make a smooth move right back to the upside, right? So and again, if we lose key levels and we start to break below the 4 hour, then I'll know it is time to short. I will know. And that's why this channel will keep you kind of with the trend and what's happening to Bitcoin. If it's ready to short, we'll probably give you the probability that it's time to short. If it's ready to long, we are likely going to give you the probability that it's time to long. So as long as we stay above this 4 hour 200 SMA, we're in a pretty good spot. So, but anything is possible. We are very close. We are very, very close. So just wanted to give you guys all the insight I could before I jump down out of here. May you have a blessed day, and I'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. for our 999th episode. May God bless you all, and thank you so much for being here. Tori wanted to look at CELR one last time. Let's just do that before I jump on out of here. We'll look at it on Binance, where it has most of the liquidity. Remember, if you want to trade Binance, it's not an unsung hero or it's not long and lost. You can still do that. With the BolsaDex link that has access to that cloud, you would find yourself doing that. So if you really like Binance and it's something that you were into for a long time, it's not over. And take a deep breath. You'll be okay. BolsaDex is the place to be. A little something for all your hard work, fam. Shout out to D Shuffle for the $4.99. Thank you so much for the love. Don't forget to smash the like, comment, and subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. Crypto is life. So you see this thing has made a bottom of bottoms, almost back to the lows where it was before at 1 1/10%. Doing that Adam and Eve double bottom, if you ask me, getting ready to make this long way to just kind of chug along here. Might be some pumping up on the long, but you're waiting for that move. I say that's accumulation. Beautiful place to accumulate up until, maybe even into April, into the halving, and then boom, when alts start to take a piece and Bitcoin starts to rally, big moves coming to the upside. So if you believe in this project, same thing it did kind of here, and that's the cup with the handle. There's a cup, there's another cup, and then boom. And so you're looking for that to cup, and probably make a cup here too, and then boom, and then that's your. So if you believe in the project, I personally don't. I don't own any of this, and I don't. But if someone else does, and this is your thing, that's accumulation. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes and educational purposes only. And watch this, and see it. It could spike all the way up to huge, go all the way up to this 200 SMA and go huge one day. It just, to me, looks unlikely. It looks like it's in the accumulation phase. It's being suppressed into this area, so whales can probably jump on in at these low prices. All right. And with that being said, everyone, I got to jump on out of here. I got family here today, all right? And I'm trying to run into a screen share too as well. RUNE super chat. Let's take a look at RUNE, and then I'm out of here. No more super chats will be taken, even if they're thrown down. I have to put my foot down on that idea. Let's take a look here at RUNE. Last time I looked at RUNE, I talked about that it could break to the upside for 10%. Came up, came all the way back down to retest the low, and then would pump huge to the upside. RUNE doing damage yet again. And had I reworked it or looked at it, I hadn't had a chance to look at it in the last few days. Something I should keep on my radar, though, RUNE. Hope someone in the trading group may have looked at it, but and there you go. I mean, kind of what I look for in my thing. But there's a 10% gain that I was looking for. We nailed that to the upside. But when you see it, I mean, it double bottomed. See that? 1, 2. That's a double bottom. And then once it broke this resistance, I mean, it really, the next place you were going to see it is to the top of this channel, right? Kind of a symmetrical triangle. Almost has like a descending vibe, but it wasn't, you know. Thanks for the knowledge, bro. Shout out to CLX, man. Anytime for the $10 super chat. You know, never know where you're going to pass. I could pass tomorrow and never be able to teach anyone again. So everyone's like, Sam, you give too much away. You should hide it all and then sell it to them. And I'm like, I get it. But you know what? So many good people join my trading group because they see the good things that I do. And so many good people support me because they see the good things that I do. And so I don't have to go the route of just trying to take and take and take. I can kind of do, you know, whatever I need. Wow, a lot of super chats today, huh? HBAR, War 3. Remember, I couldn't find War 3. I didn't, you know, was it War 3 here, wrapped Uniswap? Tried to find this the other day and we couldn't. This isn't supposed to be, I'm not really supposed to be doing super chats here. I'm just supposed to do a quick Bitcoin update. That's really all I'm supposed to do. And then I got to run to my trading group that pays $99 for us to go over. We're going to go over like some awesome coins right now. If you want to join the trading group, I suggest you do it. Like if you like what you're seeing here, we're about to do an exclusive behind the scenes meeting that I do every week where I go over like the coins that we're going to look at and we deep dive token metrics. We have a blast. We do some awesome stuff. And we're about to do that now. I believe one of those meetings is worth $99 alone. Just the meeting last week. And this is not a lie. I'm promising you on everything I am. Just the meeting last week, we got HIFI, right? It said to watch it. I put out something on it. The thing is up, you know, like out of control. And it looks like it actually may even try to go again, which is just insane. You know, insane. But we were looking at it back here, and I have it all documented, and it was even on the live stream. But I saw this weird shape, and of course I made it into like something like this. I saw the falling wedge, and I was like, well, the falling wedge could be a nice move. And we called it long there, 53 cents. I mean, the thing is up 4x, right? So that alone, and it looks like it's about to move again. Like, it honestly looks like it's about to pump again for some crazy reason to 279. Something is making this thing just go bazonkers. It's just insane. I would watch this yet again for a possible scalp. This is the perpetual, but it also doesn't have a perpetual, and the perpetual will just follow the regular price action. But this is out of control. So we looked at this exploded. All right. We looked at STORJ. It was on our radar just a few weeks back, and we started plotting it out. STORJ went up absolutely just gigantically. Same idea. There was a falling wedge I looked at. Just wanted to play a fall, you know, and the thing just went from 28 all the way up to 41 cents. Huge move for STORJ. Unbelievable, right? Then we also looked at TRC, if I remember correctly, right? Or, yeah, MetaTrace. This thing went up 200% gains, and my man had it on the lot. Like, you know, one of my elite traders was tracking it and looking at it, and somehow it was just, you know, hey, the indicators said yes. This thing went up like 400%, all right? Then on top of that, it's not over yet, you know. I found JOYSTREAM, right? People were telling me about it. We got into JOYSTREAM. It went up 93%. It absolutely, you know. I ended up selling my JOYSTREAM for a profit. I put in $500. I sold it at like 9 something. You know, I figured, hey, that was great. I doubled my money, but I will try to use that capital to enter back in when it comes back into this 200 SMA. It had a really nice run to the upside, and it could continue. And I'll do some TA on that at another time. I don't have it at the moment, but another banger to the upside. And then TRB, Teller, like this thing also just absolutely exploded, right? I don't know why I can't find the MEXC one here. There's the perpetual. But TRB had a perpetual, but this thing just, look at it. It just went on a parabola. Like, and I drew this here. I didn't put it to the trading group. I think I was alone. I was like, yo, this thing could go parabolic. But my elite trader was posting trades on it all day long, and the thing just absolutely exploded. So, HBAR that had that unlock. And honestly, I'm not a huge fan of HBAR. I love, I'm not hating on anyone that is. God bless you if you are. It's nothing to do with you. Don't take it personal. It's just not my cup of tea, right? 5 cents though. And honestly, if Bitcoin can make that move and pull its way out of here, look at your 4 hour. Like, are you above a 200 SMA or trying to get to it at least? Still bearish because you gotta get back above that. Your 1 hour time frame's consolidating though nicely. And, that actually looks like it could make a move. Your measured move would take you to 5.9. That's interesting. Everyone, I'm going to have to finish these super chats later on because I can't finish them now. But may God bless each and every one of you, and I appreciate it. I appreciate the new people jumping on in. But usually on the Saturday morning stream, I don't do that many altcoin super chats. I usually just do a Bitcoin update and I get on out of here. So I just want to, if you give me some credit for that. One of the sources said that bank and fund were considering how the structures could be repurposed later for relief efforts and how the meeting agenda could focus on aid. IMF, World Bank are unhinged. Probably. Buy or not buy, Drad. If you're here live, you're in the right place at the right time. I mean, HBAR looks like it's going to make a move. 4 hour time frame, 1 hour time frame aligned. I love that. Daily in the 22 still have a little bit of juice. There's a gap in the VRVP. It enters this gap. It can rip all the way up to 6 cents. Watch the smaller time frames for entry. They look bullish. All right. Support and resistance is holding nicely. This is a heavy resistance. That's a POC right there on the 4 hour time frame. You stay above it. I don't see why you can't get a move up to this node at 6.2. All right. Lack of bearish momentum forming. 21 and the 200 are going to get a pinch, and that's usually a good sign too. But again, if Bitcoin takes a tumble, remember, this will dump. Just remember that. Keep that in the back of your mind. I don't care how good your altcoin setups are. All right. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I'll hit you tonight at 8 p.m. for Bitcoin and the weekly. No, not messing up. For the 999. I knew it was something big. For the 999 show. And we'll do some specials there tonight, too. So come to the show. If you come to the show live, we're going to do some cool stuff for 999. Remember that. So my team is cooking up some cool deals for the 999 show. You want to be there. God bless you all. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. Let's get hype, baby. Crypto is life. Thank you so much. I'll see you tonight.